Hi everyone, Ashlyn here from Minister for Happiness, and welcome to this week's story time. Each week I share with you an inspiring story, one for you to reflect upon and hopefully take the lesson into your life. And as always, I'd ask that you like and share this because you never know who this story might speak to in particular this week. So this week's story is one that definitely speaks to me, so I hope you enjoy it. Never underestimate the power and magic of life when it comes to achieving your dreams. It can happen in ways you had never imagined. A little girl, 8 years old, could be the turning point in your career and spark your success in a way you'd never imagined. The dream of becoming a writer for most can be just a dream. There are so many obstacles to overcome and so much work in overcoming them. One particular writer would have to persist for many years before her dream of becoming a published author would materialize. Almost as soon as she decided to get to work on putting her ideas down on paper for her book, she would soon be sidetracked by the death of her mother. And the depression that would ensue would leave her seeking out a job as a teacher in another country. Soon after, she would get married and have a child, which would delay her aspirations even further. But things weren't done going off the rails for her either, as her marriage would abruptly end just a year after she got married, leading her to be jobless with a child and barely surviving off unemployment benefits. However, despite her challenges, she would persist in the creation of her book. As she did so by seizing every spare moment she had while her child slept, she would write, until finally the day came when she had completed her manuscript. Of course, even after that, and she'd finished her manuscript, still obstacles remained. 12 different publishers would reject her novel, and she would finally decide to quit. And it was at that moment her luck would turn around and her manuscript would eventually be accepted. And how did it happen? And it just happened to be an 8-year-old girl whose dad was clever enough to give the manuscript to her when he was given it in work to review it. The little girl demanded the rest of the book after reading what she'd been given. And that was the break that made this writer's career. And the dad, who was a buyer for Bloomsbury children's books, was the connection. Now, J.K. Rowling is one of the best authors of all time. In fact, she is the highest paid novelist in the world, with her books having been translated into over 80 different languages and over 500 million being sold. Clearly, persistence and patience pays off in the long run. And to quote J.K. Rowling, "Don't you dare let their laughter extinguish your ambition." I think this is a wonderful lesson to take on board. I know that every single person listening to Storytime every week has something they want to accomplish. And if you're listening to this now and watching this, then just remember, you're only going to succeed by not giving up, by being persistent, by keeping the end vision, the end result that you want. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter what challenges are in front of you or what normal life things happen that just delay the thing that you want, doesn't mean it's the end. You just have to stay with the outcome. And in the end, things will work out perfectly. And it might be in a way you'd never expected. There could be a missing link right now that is out there waiting for the time to be right. And your dreams too will come to fruition. So I hope you like this week's story and you take the lesson into your life. And no matter what your dream or vision is, don't give up on it. Because a life with a dream and a vision is a life with a purpose. And that's what makes us all happy, really, at the end of the day. To feel that we're, fulfilling our purpose and going for something that gets us excited, gets us out of bed in the morning. I know for sure I wouldn't mind being like J.K. Rowling and having my books be successful and be read by loads of people and inspire them and have them feel really excited and happy to be reading them. So stay with your dream. And until next Sunday, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay safe. Bye.